Hello, hello, everyone, and welcome to Sisters of Wealth. Welcome to this space that has you curious about DWA, Digital Wealth Academy, and yeah, just a place where you're going to be able to learn so much more about this digital product, the way that we're doing things here, how things are different, who we even are, and why you'd want to be part of a space like this. So I'm Holly Collinge, and this is Philippa. And we're going to share a little bit more about ourselves really quickly so that you can understand why we're even talking to you guys today and what that might mean for you. And then how you can also incorporate this into the business that you've already got. Maybe you're trying to create digital products of your own. Maybe you've got a network marketing business. Wherever you're kind of at right now, I really do trust and have faith that there's going to be a lot of great things in here for you to also start incorporating. So I myself and Holly, Holly Saffron, Holly Collinge, I just got married a month ago, so I'm still getting used to my little name change. But I am so honored to be here, sharing this powerful opportunity with you. And it's such a joy finding this course and finding Digital Wealth Academy because I personally have spent over $50,000, nearly $50 to $60,000 in courses, personal development, business coaching, all the things in the last 4 years. And what I've found in that space is that, yes, these courses are amazing. Yes, I've been able to invest in these things, but not once have I ever been able to then recommend those courses on to then support other people to then generate an income from that as well. So I believe that DWA is the best entry point that I've found in order to even start creating money online. It's so simple. It's really digestible. I'm going to start pulling this apart for you after this as well. You can actually look inside the platform itself. The course then sets you up for success, whether you already have a business or not, or if you're starting from scratch, if you're someone that is just a newbie in the online space, and this might be completely like terrifying in a way. And I just want you to really know that you are still able to do these things. I've been in business since I was 18, and only in the last year did God really place a desire on my heart to create a new way of kingdom business. And it's kind of been a challenge. So I'm really excited for you to see the ways that this has then been able to change. And I'm so big on family. I can't wait to be a mama. I'm huge on community and generosity and simplicity and leverage, right? We're going to be able to support you to see the vision of leverage, which I think is the coolest part. Having done for you products that you don't even have to make. I know that when I'm pregnant, when I am a mama, I want to be as present in my home as I can be, making food, making meals, enjoying my days. And this is what this has been able to give me. So if you're looking for a way to enter the digital marketing space and make life-changing money and be taught new skills, no matter if you're a beginner or if you're seasoned, then this course is for you. So I'm going to hand it over to Philippa now. We've now been in this space for just over a month. Today I started. So that's so exciting to see the way that we're able to bring this all together.
Yay, awesome. Thank you, Holly. So I am Philippa Wirangi. I live in New Zealand in a very, very small rural town in New Zealand. It's so surreal to say, but I homestead now. Never thought that I would do that, but I left like suburbia life, I suppose, just after COVID and headed out to the country, which I think so many people wanted to do, but I decided, well, I'm going to do it. That's going to be my life now. I have chickens and a goat and cows, and I want more and more animals. But when I got started in the online space, it was about 15 years ago. So I'm 36 years old now. So I was 21 years old back in 2009. And I just given birth to my first son. And I didn't want to put him into daycare. Like I was just a very stubborn 21-year-old that just didn't understand why people would put their child into daycare so that they could go back to work. And I was working as a receptionist then. So it wasn't anything important, I wasn't doing anything important in my life at that moment. I was a receptionist at a financial planner's office, I suppose, and the plan was for me to come back from maternity leave and then start doing a diploma in financial services, which I didn't do because I didn't go back to work. So I texted or I emailed, I think, my boss, and when I was on maternity leave, and I told him I'm not coming back to work. And then I just had to figure out, okay, now what am I going to do? I sort of always wanted to create an amazing life. I didn't want to just be at home and receiving the benefit. So I Googled how how to make money online from home, how to do that stuff. I just didn't know how to do it. I have a really old computer that I Googled this on, and I started writing blogs and e-zines. So I was a ghostwriter and a copywriter, I suppose, for $5 an article. And I'd found this on a website called Odesk, which is one that just many people around the world just pimp their services out for really cheap prices. So that's why I was charging $5 an article. But I was making $60 a week doing that. And when you first make your first dollar online, it is the most exciting thing
It's so cool.
ever. Like when you receive that money and you've done it from like working online, like you can, in your previous, or in your years after that, sorry, you're going to be receiving more and more money, but nothing will compare to that first dollar that you've received. So I was making $60 a week. I was so happy with myself. I was like, oh my goodness, like I'm making money while I'm feeding my baby, like while I'm breastfeeding. Like this is the best thing ever. And you can bet from there, I just never went back. I was just obsessed with figuring out this online money making thing. And over the years since then, I've made well over 7 figures via multiple income streams and haven't worked in a job since. And so with DWA, what I found is that it's just made it so much easier for people that are like us, right? If you're watching this, you're someone that desires more in your life, more than the status quo. You might be a stubborn 21-year-old like I was back then. You might be a 40-year-old mom that is just, you're just done with the mundane of the day to day and you want something for yourself now, whatever that is for you. But this is something, as we're going to show, as Holly's going to show you as she starts the screen share, that the everyday person can do, the everyday woman can do, the everyday man can do. And you don't have to have had, like I've had tons of years of experience now, like I know what I'm doing. But this is something where you don't have to have that experience. And as Holly was saying, like I just want to help people to do this as well, right? I just want people to be able to make more, have more choices in their life other than what has been laid out for them. So I'm so excited to go through this with all of you that are watching, and I'm going to hand it back over to Holly.
Yay, so good. I can relate to so many things, and I know that you guys can too. And I feel like, what you'll start to notice and see in this space, like within a week of myself even investing in DWA and doing the things step by step, I had over $2.2 thousand come into my bank account. And that it wasn't my first amount of money online, but I was like, oh wow, okay, yes, I can actually support people with a tangible thing to make money now, and then have a look into the long-term vision of what God has actually placed on their heart and that unique purpose that they have individually. And this will help you actually start to even unpack that if you don't know what that is now. So I'm going to show you inside of Skool. So this is the DWA platform itself, and it's super easy to understand, really simple. And you just get to go step by step. Start here. There's mindset about online business. The industry itself is going to be able to support you. Digital marketing basics, the legalities, the foundation. This is an incredible course done by Daniela. She has had over a 6-figure business within, I think her actual turnover was 13K in her first 14 days. But she actually has then gone on to create a 6-figure business, and she really takes people through how to generate and understand their why. They talk about something called the V theory, which I didn't know about, but where the point in your story really changes, and then how you're able to share that with your audience and what that then means for them to be able to grow as well. There's how to build your funnels, email marketing, the masterclass itself for MRR, the pre-launch process. This is absolutely so handy for everyone who's starting online, to be able to launch out this digital product or whatever digital products you're using and actually use a proven system. The Ultimate Branding Guide, Building Trust with Your Audience. This is done by a beautiful woman named Caitlin. She's making at least now $500 a day in the online space. That's just really normal for her, and that's like minimum. Attraction marketing, selling in stories, selling in your DMs, Faceless. I haven't gone through this one myself, but a few of the girls in our Sisters of Wealth collection have. And this is an incredible way to make money if you're a little bit curious online now and you're also not completely confident. I do know that this can also help so many people who are in places like even relationships that they might not be able to have their face online. Things have happened in the past. This can be a really great way for people who feel like they have no way, able to then have a way. And this was done by an incredible woman named Nancy. She generated within 10 months over 6 figures with DWA. She's absolutely killing it online. Marketing for Men, Instagram, Reels. This was done by Rachel. She made over $1 million in 6 months with these digital courses, which is so epic, guys. There really is just like an untapped market here. And like for Oz and NZ, if you guys are in these spaces, no matter where you are in the world, this is still so new, but we're marketing and pioneering this space in such a different way. So there's TikTok, Pinterest, ebook ideas, the digital product guide. And one of my favorite things is that wherever you are in the world, there are also different modules for different languages. So if you don't understand being able to support someone who only speaks French, there's possibility for you to be able to do that. And I think that's what's so cool about the online space, is that you'll be able to be talking to people that you don't even know, and a cold market, like we call it. And yeah, it just supports people to then start something, right? Then I'm going to just show you a few of our testimonies. And in here, this is the Digital Wealth Academy itself. First sale in 8 days, first $1,000 in 1 day, first sale in over 3 weeks of starting, finally quit the 9 to 5 3 days ago. Day 35 and she's made $1,000. First sale, literally had an epiphany, started her account in 4 days. She's got 1 sale. There's so much growth in here, guys. And I really want to just drive home how simple this gets to be. You don't have to be someone absolutely fancy online. You have a unique standpoint that people are wanting, and that they're able to actually find in you. It's such a gift. So if we just really break down the numbers really quickly, say if you were ready to start and resell the course while you're creating your own digital products with the knowledge that you've built in here, even if you were making 1 sale a week, that is an extra 3,000 extra bucks a month. And that's in AUD. So 2 sales a week, 6,000 a month, 3 sales a week, 9,000 a month. And if you really want to go all ham, this is where even just 3 sales a day, which can maybe blow your mind right now, but even you'll get to a point where then this just starts to feel easier, where then it's $67,500 a month. Like, it blows my mind that the opportunity that we have here. And this is really just the beginning, you know. I'm super excited for you guys to start seeing how that kind of does get to come to fruition in your life, and how then you're able to incorporate this into all other facets as well. P, did you want to add anything in there?
Yeah, I do. So we would have just seen in the slide that Holly put up with the numbers. So selling just one sale a week gives you 3,000 Australian dollars a month. And for some people, you might be making more than this in your job currently. Some of you might not be, but we're not saying here that you're going to be like super rich right away. Right? You're not going to be making $1 million in a month right away. Eventually you might just do that, but what we get to look at here is that this can be part-time, and this can be in addition to the income that you're already making in your 9 to 5, if you have one, or if you're you might be a solo mom on the benefit, you might still be receiving your benefit. I don't know how that works, and then adding in the extra income on top of that as well, and then building yourself up, right? And then building it up. So the thing with this was, so when I first got started online, and most of the things that I've done online in terms of building businesses, I've provided the services myself, right? So I wrote the articles, I did the workshops, I did the speaking, I did the created the courses. Like, I've created many courses over the years that I've done myself, and that's great, but that takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of effort, it takes a lot of time. Not everyone that you see that has an online business has a full freedom lifestyle. A lot of them were how I was, and they're just like continuously working, continuously creating, continuously recording courses. But with DWA, what you're doing is you're actually reselling what other people have already done. Right? So you don't have to create this stuff. You don't have to create the digital products. We have products in DWA that you can literally rebrand and put your own name on it and sell that. Like, you don't have to create it yourself. You
Mm.
can sell DWA as the course itself. And as you've seen with what Holly just showed, it is amazing. And this is something that every single person needs, right? We all need to know how to build a digital brand. This is the way that the world is going right now. And this is something that can springboard you into so many different areas of entrepreneurship and of business, like learning how to do um, like funnels is so good, right? So that you can build up your own funnels for whatever it is that you want to do in the future. Or you can just do what we're doing currently, which is reselling
Mhm.
DWA. So we are leveraging the master resale rights aspect of this of DWA. So master resale rights is when you have the like the right to resell a digital product. So it means you can sell this to others and also give them the right to sell it as well. So it's like you have a license and you can give that license on to someone else. It's like just having the key to a treasure chest full of products that you can just sell over and over again, keeping all of the profits for yourself. So you get 100% profit in that.
Mm. Yeah, and it's super simple. Like, I think sometimes we can get this so complicated, and like even all the videos themselves are super easy and they're like 2 to 4 minutes, and you just get to go through them really fast and kind of just like accelerate through this, take it step by step around everything else that you're kind of doing in your life.
This module, we're going to go over
So even just for an example, in one of these modules, this is just like a 2 minute quick easy video. These are the ways that then you're able to actually create educational reels, possibility reels, income reels, inspirational reels, what they're even meaning, and they just take you through step by step, super simple.
I think what's so funny about this is that because I've been online for so long, I had this belief that in order to make money online, you had to do it like the right way. Like there was a right way to do everything, and this way, the way that we're showing you right now, was not the right way. And it's just one of those things where, like, my ego, and I know Holly's as well, our egos just got in the way. They were like, no, what they're doing with this MRR stuff, like that's cheating. That's not how to do it. It's way too easy. Surely these people can't be making that much money selling somebody else's course that they didn't even create. And you know, we got a little bit of a slap with some humble pie in our face. And here we are.
Thriving. Absolutely thriving. And you know, like P and I have now been doing business together. We met in the online space. We met through a high ticket organization that we're still a part of, but we're just finding new ways to also then be able to support people to even be able to think and fathom high ticket, because sometimes that's not even an option for people. And so with us meeting in this space, we also love the Lord. And we've been doing business this way together for this first half of the year, from January through till. And it's just been such a joy. I think that there's so many people in these spaces that just think that there's no face behind a business, that there's no person behind a vision. It's like we've all got these incredible visions, and we just want to help you start to unlock what they even might be, and just start turning the wheel towards what potentially your life actually can look like. I know I was so skeptical. I laid it all down at the foot of God, whatever belief system you have. I laid it all down. And I was like, there has to be another way that women are able to be helped by me and also able to help others. And I didn't think that MRR was as generous as it is. I didn't actually realize what people started to mean when they were talking about the 100% profits. I was like, like it just doesn't even make sense. And then when you step into here, like you start to see the full vision of how generous and godly this whole entire way of business really is. And for women who are hormonal, for women who have huge visions and massive goals, yet don't always have an actual vehicle in order to get them there. And we want to be able to help you. We want to be able to set up your stuff. We want to be able to see you thriving. And we want you in actual community. The reason that most people don't succeed in life and business is because they don't have actual mentorship to be able to support them to get there. And I know that this has been the biggest thing for Sisters of Wealth in moving as fast as we have organically, is because we have people huddled around you wanting you to win, and seeing the way that this actually gets to be.
Yeah, yeah, and I think the crazy thing about that as well, and I think the thing that a lot of people probably would not understand, is that when you are purchasing DWA, it's a one-time payment. You're not continuing to pay, right? So you pay for it, and then that's it. There is not any recurring income that comes from the people that you are selling to. You're just selling it one time, and that's it. No recurring income. And so being able to come into a space where that transaction is, it's a one and done, but still having the community, still having the mentorship, still having the support, which we need, like we need it so bad. It's amazing. It kind of just adds on to that generosity as well.
Yeah, I agree. I think there's so many cool things that you guys will start to see that get to come through here. And we just want to see you winning. We want to see you moving forward. There's so many different options for you to get started. Depending on what country you're in, there is Afterpay. You can also pay in full. And we do then also have different like calls and structures and things with wherever your location kind of is that you're able to tap into. The Digital Wealth Academy personal trainings that are inside the platform that are on Zoom. You can also go into those, but then we also just have our own little private huddle, and we want to see you guys in there moving forward. So if you're in anywhere in the world, US, it is
Here in
497.
the world.
Anywhere in the world, US is 497. Whereas if you're in Australia, it's the 759. So whatever your kind of conversion rate is, then that's just super easy to move forward in. And we just get to work tangibly with the way that then you're able to get moving in this.
So if this sounds like something that you would want to step into and you want to receive our mentorship and our support, be part of the community and really having us support you in your new venture with us, then we would love to have you just reach back out to the person who you received this video from, or if there's a link somewhere around here, click that and then get started. And of course, if you have any questions, just pop back to that same person and they'll be able to steer you in the right direction for that as well.